dreaming. 'Cause now that I'm here, what I feel motivates me with reason. I guess I've been dreaming. 'Cause now that I'm woke, everything that I see ain't what it seems. I guess I've been dreaming. 'Cause now that I'm here, what I feel motivates me with reason. I guess I've been dreaming.
Oh yeah, we in there. Peace and love to all the guys and goddesses and the high vibrating species on the planet. What it is, what it do. Good people, how we living out there, man? Y'all come on in. What's up? Academates, peace and love. I see you. Come on in. Yeah, we ain't gonna turn up on them too bad though. You know what I mean? It's been a struggle trying to get these videos out. Hey, listen, I'm just gonna stop saying I don't get it. I know what's going on, but I'm gonna stop trying to explain it to y'all folk, cause you know what I'm saying? Some people just don't get it. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's one of those things. You just got to go through it to understand it, to overstand. When you're actually trying to do something positive and you're really trying to bring some enlightenment to the world, I'm not the only one. You know what I'm saying? And some of the information that I give y'all, I've actually gotten from others and doing, you know what I'm saying, study and reading and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that it's going to have any type of effect on anybody that it's, regurgitated to, or if I give my dissertation, my disposition, my thoughts, my download, whatever, you know what I mean? It's an individual doing individual work. Even if the work coincides with 100,000 more. It's just an individual doing individual work, and sometimes the pressure comes and you never know how they're going to bring it. You don't know exactly who's bringing it. You just know that something's against you. And it's not hard to see it, especially when it's you personally doing the work. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing the work and you know something's pressing against you, unless you're just loosely living your life, you won't recognize it. But if you actually want to know, or you're seeing things that's just shaky, like this don't feel right, this don't look right, what's going on with this? Eventually you'll start to see it, that something's actually pressing up against you. Is just you don't have that bad of luck. You know what I'm saying? Life isn't that fucked up. Something's making it that fucked up for you. And just the fact that I even make a statement like that, life isn't that bad, something's making it that bad for you. That right there is a truth that you have to figure out how that resonates with your life, how that connects to your life individually. But that proposes a problem to anybody that knows exactly what's going on. Like he who screws with reality, like this tale, this SCP tale, which we're with 7 Cities journalist, new channel. Salute to you. I don't know if you're a male or female, so I'll just say salute to you. We're going to check out your SCP tale here. We're going to see who screwed with reality, what screwed with reality, exactly what they did or what it did, what it was attempting to do, what damage it may have caused, and if it was stopped or not. Okay, so we're just going to check that out. It says he, so obviously we're dealing with some masculine energy. I could honestly say it's some people here tampering with reality. That's why we have this Mandela effect and these certain things that used to be Bernstein Bears. Now it's whatever the hell Steam Bears. You know what I'm talking about? We have Chick-fil-A and used to be Chick-fil-A. You know what I'm saying? And these things are changing because somebody's messing with reality. And it's bending and changing right before your very eyes. These are things that we have going on in this very reality, but obviously nobody wants us to bring real attention to it. But fuck that, I'm bringing attention to it when I see it, because it screws with me as well. All right, so I'm not finna sit here and just run around, I'm crazy. No, I'm not just finna say I'm crazy. You can chop it up and be like, man, that dude crazy. It is what it is, okay? For you. For myself, I've done too much. I've had too many things touching me that I couldn't see. I've had things moving around right in my face that there was no explanation for it, why it was moving, why it did what it did, to believe that this stuff isn't real. So, that's what brings me here to this world of anomalies via SCP Universe or the scary videos. Y'all check out some of my scary videos when I first started the channel. This is still a baby channel, of course. We're doing okay. We weren't in that far along before Shadow Law comes spinning the block saying, who is this guy giving out truths and stuff. I mean, but I don't expect people to believe me. I don't tell them to. I don't tell you to believe me. I actually tell you not to. But I do tell you to go do your own due diligence, your own research, and come up with your own conclusion. Any academate that's been here long enough will tell you that that is the disclaimer. That's what we got going on at this academy. Other than that, sit back, enjoy what we got going on. Our opinion. It's a fucking opinion. Whoever seems to think that I'm stealing content, I don't get it. It's a reaction channel. How the fuck can I? Yeah, and I'm saying it like that. How could I possibly be stealing any content when I'm reacting to other people's content? It's a genre, reaction genre. Who came up with it? I don't freaking know. But that's what entertainment is. That's why there is a media. That's why there is a social media. That's why this stuff is. Because they want your attention. They want to know your opinion. Even if it don't matter, they still would like to know. So I'm going to give mine via you don't care or you do. If you does, I appreciate you. Hit the like, share, subscribe button. If you don't, keep her moving. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button on your way out. You know, simple. You're not going to make this hard for nobody. But anyways, academics, I hope you have what you need, because I do. And without further ado, let's go get to what it is that we do. You and I. Line up. Have a seat. If you're new, sit right there. Shadow Dudes, go get with him. Anthrax, would you please escort Shadow Law back to the yantra, please? Yantra section. Get their ass back there. Make sure they're tucked in real nice. Okay? Thank you, sir. And we're going to get this thing started. Hopefully I can get it to you real soon and not have to be a day or 3. Because I promise you, that's just how slow Dave made my internet. But it's only with this. Everything else, everything else works perfectly fine. Perfectly. I cannot complain with my service. But something's going on with the extraction from here to the uploading to here to the uploading there to the uploading to the YouTube. I don't get it. I get it, but I don't get it. So, let's get her blue light. Bustin'.
His first name is Samuel, last name is Varys. He's a Class 5 reality bender, and we have no idea how to keep him contained.
Hold on, folks. What'd you say? Hold on. Say it again.
His first name is Samuel, last name is Varys. He's a Class 5 reality bender, and
Sam Varys, Class 5 reality bender.
We have no idea how to keep him contained.
And
the Foundation
he's
has never
uncontained.
seen anything like him before. Dr. Weathers blinked slowly as he raised his head to look up at his assistant. Did you turn on the Scranton reality anchor in the interview room? The assistant researcher shuffled a few of her notes before nodding. We did. He was told that if he bent reality in its field, the device would implode. The site director leaned back in his chair, closing his eyes and exhaling through his nose. When he opened his eyes again, the decorated walls of his office greeted him. The wizened faces of people Miriam didn't have the clearance to know about glared at him from their golden frames, almost like they had expectations of their own that they were placing on his shoulders. Shaking his head to focus himself, he continued. How is he? Is he at least compliant? No, sir. Miriam's voice rose from the pile of papers she held, her head buried in her notes. He's made it clear he intends to breach containment and end all human life as soon as he is able. Weathers nodded. Anything else I should know? She paused. He prefers the name Primus. The old man did not reply as he rose from the chair. He took a few papers from his desk, gathered his tired wits, and left Miriam with the glaring portraits.
Hey, y'all keep that name Primus in your mind, because you know that's a significant pinpoint energy right there, and a significant role that Prime plays. That's why it always pops up in the movies. I know the first thing most people would think is Optimus Prime from the Autobots, right? But that primal, yeah, it's definitely significant in more ways than one. Yeah, keep that in mind as we go through this tale. We'll see what makes him top notch, top tier.
The door to the interview room was familiar to him. It was made of dark gray metal with a slight dent on the top. From some ill-fated interview nobody cared to remember.
And call it alien metal.
The creaking of the hinges rang in his ears for the 1000th time, and he dryly observed the young man smiling maniacally in his chair, seated at a low steel table in handcuffs. Psychopaths, he muttered. He hated reality benders. The young man opened his eyes as Dr. Weathers took a seat across from the table from him. Laying down the papers on the table, his attention was drawn to the device humming in the corner. The reality anchor stood 3 meters tall with constant sparks of electricity flying through tubes of strange gases. A beautiful machine, far too complex for any normal man to have built. He supposed Scranton had not been a normal man. He turned his mind away from the Foundation's past, eyes glossing over the document in front of him. Good afternoon, Mr. Varys, and welcome to the SCP Foundation. Your anomalous properties have warranted your immediate detainment by our organization. If you have any issues with the stipulations of your containment, you may voice them at this time, and the procedures will be reviewed if your objections are valid. The reality bender threw his head back and laughed. Do whatever the hell you want to me. Bury me in concrete if you want. I'll dig myself out. And Dr. Weathers shifted the papers on his table disinterestedly. Noted. I will now ask a series of questions to confirm that you are a reality bender. Please explain how you view your anomalous capabilities, Samuel. His lip curled in disgust. My name is Primus. The site director raised an eyebrow at this. I won't be calling you that, nor will anyone else here. How do you alter reality?
You see the disrespect? The man has self-identified as Primus. And you say, well, we won't be calling you that, nor will anybody else in this facility. So at that point, what if I just shut down and just stop answering questions? No matter what you do. Punish, beat up, shockers, whatever. You get no more answers because you won't even respect my name, my calling. Like, who the fuck are you? I mean, I'm my bad, y'all. Like I said, I'm on one. I'm sorry, but it's like, but who are you? You know what I'm saying? I don't care that you have me in this facility. Like, the fact that you got me here against my will, I'm not obligated to answer a fucking question anyway, right? Right? I mean, what reality are you in, my guy? I mean, I'm just saying.
A smile flashed across Samuel's lips. Think of a wave, Doc. Big wave near the beach. Hot babes relaxing in the sand. I move my board from one side to the other. I shift reality, and after you turn off the SRA and I kill everyone on the site with a flick of my wrist, I'm doing one final run on that wave before I get off my board for good. Dr. Weathers squeezed his eyes shut, trying to block his frustration. Yes, every reality bender we bring in seems to have that impression, or something like that. Samuel's handcuffs clanged loudly as he jerked against the chains holding him in his chair. I am no mere reality bender. I am a god. Your reality benders are dust compared to me. Dr. Weathers stared at the young man over his thick reading glasses. Samuel searched the man's eyes for meaning and found a mix of boredom and irritation. The director was losing his patience. He smirked and leaned back in his chair, glaring back defiantly. The site director, in turn, reached for a sheet of paper on the table, picking it up and examining it for a few seconds. He brought it down from his face and spoke in low tones. In my years at the Foundation, I have performed interviews with 723 reality benders, such as yourself. 122 of these individuals have been labeled Class 2. 211 have been Class 3. 172 have been Class 4. And a staggering 208 have been Class 5. Samuel barked out a hoarse chuckle. You ever meet someone who could melt your eyeballs from your head and then make you new ones, then melt them again forever and ever for the rest of time? The director exhaled and leaned back in his chair. A few hundred times, yes. The reason I have performed so many of these interviews is that when dealing with high-risk individuals, interviewers need to have a certain inflexibility to them. You are testing that inflexibility. If your plan is to stall for time, Samuel replied, feigning a yawn, you're doing a very poor job of keeping my attention. My point, Mr.
The thing is, I wonder if Buddy turned off that what do you call it, the SAR or whatever they call it. You turn off the machine that's keeping guy from using his powers. I don't really think he'd be so smug and confident. Do y'all think? It's either that or this particular doctor got some powers of his own. You know what I'm saying? He on some special stuff too. So he pretty much like, bro, I don't care what you're coming with. We can go there if you want. But I mean, y'all little suckers bore me because, you know, and to be honest with you ain't seen nothing I can do yet. But I just want to get to the clipboard. I'm just saying, it's either that. It's either or. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking at. It's either Buddy got something, he got something with it, something special on him, in him, or it's because the machine's on that he's so confident. Because somebody say they can melt your eyes out of your head, put them back, and then melt them out in forever and ever. For one, that's going to hurt like hell. For two, you ain't going to want it to happen twice.
Ferris, is that I'm growing tired of this. I grow tired of your kind. You know nothing of reality. Can't you feel the shifting, the constant flux? You want to know what I feel, Doc? The young man leaned forward, fiery passion igniting in his eyes. I feel like nothing can touch me, especially not an insect like you. Insect. Dr. Weathers stared into the ceiling above the reality bender's head. I do feel like that sometimes, knowing the things I know. None of us are in control, really. Sites disappear, researcher, agents, especially the SCPs. God, so many anomalies just gone, shifted out of reality and covered up by the universe. Doesn't lecturing get to you, Doc? The only thing more annoying than listening to your voice is the buzz of that SRA in the corner. Dr. Weathers looked at the reality anchor like he'd forgotten it was there. Ah, yes, one of the Foundation's finest achievements. The Scranton Reality Anchor. Capable of neutralizing any anomalous activity within its field. Yes? Samuel smirked and had begun to reply when a loud bang knocked him backwards in his chair. He looked up and in startled confusion, watching as the remains of Dr. Weathers' pistol fell through his fingers onto the floor. Turned to sand. What the hell? I can bend with that thing on? Samuel gave the device a hard look. Dr. Weathers, standing from his chair and pacing the room, adjusting a stray hair. Yes, you can bend within its field. Did you really think the Foundation had the technology to neutralize anomalies? That if we did, we wouldn't have hundreds of these at every site? That's a lie we tell level 2s who start asking how the equipment works. The SRA makes reality stable, not unchangeable. So, I can't... This is the end, then. Samuel smiled and threw up his hands in triumph and let out a long laugh of pure malice and capability.
I don't think he got
Then he stopped. The old man was glaring at him now, like he was some child throwing a tantrum. Hey, old man, the reality bender growled. Your world's about to die. Oh, I doubt it is, he replied. Well, it most likely already has. Do you know about Schrödinger? It's a bit like that. Samuel cocked his head to the side, a deep smile etched into his face. Get on with it. If I get bored, I leave. Again, I doubt you will, Dr. Weathers replied, because as soon as you do, as soon as you destroy this site and leave to wreak havoc across the earth, you and I and everyone else will be but a poor facsimile of our true selves. Samuel nodded, his eyes glazed over in mock disinterest. Oh, that sounds unfortunate. Say you cull all life as you desire. What will you do? The glaze immediately disappeared from Samuel's eyes. I am Primus. I am the first of my kind. I have no equal. When the anguished dead have been torn asunder, I shall unleash a great battle cry into the heavens, and all the universe will know my power. The trappings of a smile appeared on the old face of Dr. Weathers. Ah, yes, I can see it now, a lone figure on an empty globe, screaming defiantly into the dark of the heavens, who now understands they are no match for him. It is certainly a marvelous image, isn't it? That is where your story ends, Samuel. A single ephemeral image meant to be marveled at, for a minute at most, and then discarded in the favor of a more perfect universe. Samuel's eyes once again filled with rage. What universe could be more perfect than that? This one, Samuel, you and I, right here, right now, are the only real Samuel and Dr. Weathers that there will ever be. In these constant reality shifts, you begin to wonder why Site 19 remains, why certain anomalies don't disappear like the rest. And as you take it all in, you see that there has always been a pair of eyes looking over your shoulder. What is good to them is real, and their word is law. Anything that kills us all, anything like you, a mere suggestion to them, something to be considered, never taken seriously. Samuel brought his fist down on the steel table, shaking some of the sheets of paper. You are wrong. I am the god of this earth, not some invisible judge, jury, and executioner.
I figured that. I was about to say it, but yeah, I figured that's who Samuel was. After a minute, it just kept saying Sam, Sam, Sam. It's like, yeah, son of Sam. Okay, that's the devil, so to speak, Satan himself. That's why he's acting like that. But something's off. Something's off.
I am the executioner. Dr. Weathers found himself lifted into the air, the handcuffs on Samuel's arms still dissolving into dust, as the young man's fingers closed around his throat. His weaker frame hung still as he stared into the seething rage in Samuel's eyes. I am going to kill you slowly, old man, Samuel growled. I am going to devise the worst possible torture for you, and repeat it for eternity. And so you don't get used to it, I'll change it whenever I think of something worse. You will be the only living thing I spare in my crusade, just so you can look upon the dead remains of this earth. No, Dr. Weathers replied. I don't think you will. Samuel's fingers tightened around the old man's throat and then loosened. His face had a pained look to it as he set the site director on the ground and walked back to his seat. He sat still. What? What did you do? He asked, his voice shaking.
Playing with you, bro.
He couldn't move. Me? Weathers said, a little surprised by the question. Oh, I'm not doing anything. I'm not a reality bender. I think this is someone else. See, that's the thing I really hate about you reality benders. You're so backward. Reality isn't a wave, as you suggested. It's an ocean, boiling and pitching under a never-abating hurricane. Some people get to, how did you put it, ride the wave near the beach? Child's play. A real reality bender makes nature his bitch from the eye of the storm. Samuel stared in shock, leaning back in his chair. His eyes were very wide now. What the hell did you just do? Oh, this? I'm speaking to you in the color red, and in bold text, I believe. Samuel began to form his next word, his mouth forming a quivering O. Dr. Weathers raised his hand to stop him. It's not magic. It's not an anomaly, any more than the universe is an anomaly. All it takes is a certain view of reality. And having friends in high places helps, too. The director cleared his throat and took his seat. He pretended to look over the papers and documents before him, but soon looked up again, analyzing Samuel's face. He saw fear. Samuel, Primus, Varus, what have you, he began. I told you that I've interviewed 723 reality benders in total.
Basically what he did was a simple game of reverse psychology, and it's all about the mind. Well, in certain aspects, it's whatever you think, whatever you perceive, you can build your own universe, you can build your own world, you know what I'm saying, your own reality, your own paradigm. So it's what you think, how you feel, and then the emotions that you put behind it, right? So he's basically just did reverse psychology on this demon, devil, whatever, you know what I'm saying, this God, fallen God, and it's basically made him take his own power away. It's making him second guess himself. So at that point, your power begins to fade. So had he just did what he said he was going to do from the get-go and not believe the word that doctor said, nothing would have happened. It would have happened exactly what he did. He would have bent reality, bam, 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 down what that machine probably would have did. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that dude believed that, not knowing, that's how the doctor got the upper hand. Reverse psychology, just that simple. You know what I'm saying? He told him just a couple of things. Now he's antagonizing him, making him second guess himself. Was the ultimate drop in lowering of the power, to the point where he can't even do it now. He's second guess. If I do it, will that happen? Wait a minute. Is that all that right there? Your energy, your certainty is gone. It's shot. You don't know what to do anymore.
Do you know what happened to them? Samuel shook his head in silence. They were all classified, documented, and transported to their containment units. Official files were uploaded to our intranet's catalog. Tests were done, sometimes cross-testing was done. And you know what happened next? Samuel feared the answer. Almost all of them have been shifted out. Maybe only 7 are still here in our reality. All of those ones were special somehow. There was that one who couldn't... Well, that's neither here nor there. The rest, they've just been erased, forgotten. See, the first truth about reality benders is that they're exponentially more abundant than we realized. The second truth is that the universe seems to have a particular distaste for them. Am I going to get shifted out too? Samuel's voice quivered the slightest bit. Dr. Weathers shrugged. Most likely, but I'm willing to try something if you'd like to help. I've been meaning to do something like this for quite some time now. Let's avoid classifying you. No documentation, no file on our intranet. We just put you in a containment unit and never write anything up. All right? Samuel's brow furrowed. Why would you do that? Dr. Weathers drew up his figure in the chair. A multitude of reasons. Maybe because I'm a tired old man who wants to break the endless monotony of interviewing another reality bender. Maybe because I don't want to do anything worth writing about. And I imagine you don't want to be written about either. Have we come to an agreement? Samuel was quiet for a while. Yes, we have. With a nod of his head, Dr. Weathers turned and opened the door to the interview room, signaling to 2 armed staff members down the hall, and waiting for them to arrive. The pair entered the room and lifted Samuel up by his shoulders, pushing him towards the door. Dr. Weathers looked his way one final time. And it has been a pleasure speaking with you, Samuel. Have a good life. A shaky smile was his only response. The site director waited for a moment before closing the door to the interview room and taking a seat in the metal chair. He looked over the papers once more before leaning back and gazing at the ceiling. Goodbye to you as well, he said, alone in the room.
Alone in the room. I don't think he was by himself, though. I think bro had something else going on. Maybe he had a mimetic SCP up in there or something. What y'all think? Academy, what y'all think? What y'all think? What you think? What you think? Y'all tell me what y'all thinking in the comment section, man. You know what I'm saying? What are y'all thinking about the channel? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think about the tale? It was pretty interesting. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at it. You know what I mean? Y'all let me know if, you know what I'm saying, y'all want to swing the block again. You know what I'm saying? We can stop by again and check them out. Y'all feel me? And see what one of these got busting or something. You know, we see over here he got several stories over here. You know what I mean? So y'all let me know. You know what I'm saying? We can probably come back over here. You know what I'm saying? Check something out. Maybe something a little longer than the one we got. That's fish. Okay. I was about to say what the fuck. Okay, so them silver, yeah, it's minnow. Okay. Well, it look like it. Well, is it a girl? Well, Miss Lady. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. Well, good to meet your acquaintance. You know what I'm saying, your channel and all that stuff. So but yeah, kind of make sure y'all let me know. You know what I'm saying. If y'all want to spin back over here, you know what I'm saying. We check out something else. In the meantime, between time, y'all keep your head on the swivel. Don't forget to keep yourself spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally protected at all times. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the world drive you crazy. You feel me? Just like I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep from letting this the part that's about to come up after this. You know what I'm saying? The uploading and the editing. You know what I'm saying? All that. That portion is about to come up on this video, you know what I mean? So that's the stretch out, y'all. I'm doing them, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. That's all I can say. I'm sorry. It takes days. Like it just I don't get it. It's just, you know what I'm saying? I got them lined up to this point. And it's just they release whenever I can get them uploaded. It takes forever. I don't know what's going on other than somebody slowed down the internet. That's all I can tell y'all. I mean, if y'all got some type of suggestion as to what, you know what I'm saying, I could possibly do, or maybe what do y'all think is going on with my internet? Because like I said, I can give y'all a walk through the building. Y'all feel me? Give y'all a walk through and show y'all that everything else works fine. I can show you. It's no big deal. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to this upload, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna give up though. So I mean, if that's what they're expecting, then nah, that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna keep bringing what I'm bringing and keep coming how I'm coming. It's when I want to do it every day. They're stretching it out on me. So y'all, if y'all can bear it, I can bear it. See what I'm saying? Catamates, that's basically what I'm proposing. If y'all can bear through it, I can bear through it, and I'll still drop this content for y'all. You know what I'm saying? If that's what we got to do, then shit, fuck it. That's what we gonna do, goddamn. That's just what we gonna fucking do. You know what I mean? Fuck 'em, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know, cause I like it. I like doing this. It's fun. Yeah, it's fun. And then you know what I'm saying, as we build this channel up, like I said, it's a baby channel, and as we build it, you know what I'm saying, the more engagement, things are starting to happen. And I'm enjoying talking to everybody. I'm enjoying, you know what I'm saying, the opinions that y'all are giving me, the ones that I'm actually allowed to see, because some of the stuff gets taken away as soon as people write it in, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's crazy what goes on over here. But I mean, in the meantime, between time, y'all take care of yourselves. Keep protecting your energy, you know what I'm saying? Keep studying, keep your CT on, you know what I'm saying? Remember, it is a war for your mind. However they're going to get at you, they're going to get at you in the way that they need to get at you, because you are your own person, you know what I mean? And you got ways, you got your ways, and believe me, they study your ways. So they're going to come at you the way that they come at you, not the way they would come at me or anybody else, all right? So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all take care of yourselves. We'll bring this thing together. Pat Lai.